Hey everyone, Peter here. Another video. I'm just thinking that sometimes you just have to take your future and your fortune into your own hands. And that's what I'm doing here at the beginning of the video, in a way that I'm sure some of you might be familiar with. I'll show you. And hello everyone, so let's do it. All right, here's our options. We've got 19, 5.6 times 10 to the 6th power, leg, blue, 12, green, $4.12, and I think that's a 7, or it could be an L. Which one do you want? Blue? Green? Oh, green? This is green after all, so we'll do green. G-R-E-E-N. Remember, you're deciding your own fortune here. All right, on the inside we have 14th, a pi symbol, 17, I think. Could be an uppercase L and a lowercase l, and then a triangle. 14th. Okay, 14th. How do you do 14th? 14th. 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 That's not, okay. Triangle. All right, we did triangle. It's your final choice here. Which flap do you want to look under? Red, go fish, 6.0, or H. Actually, that's a 4. Red. All right. So red says, you will smell better soon. It's good to know. All right. Well. But on the topic of personal hygiene, I did have a bit of a fiasco on my hands recently, and I'm just going to tell you this story because it's one of those things that I'm afraid if I don't get it off my chest. I guess it doesn't really have to be to thousands of people on the internet, but I'm just going to tell you and get it off my chest because otherwise I'm afraid it'll be one of those things that I will lie awake thinking about while I'm trying to fall asleep in like 8 years, you know? One of those just awkward moments that you can't stop thinking about when you just want to fall asleep. Anyways, it started out on a good note. I was going to a Christmas party at my friend's house not too long ago, and I had recently bought a pair of pants that I was excited about wearing for the first time to this party. And that's a good thing, buying new pants, wearing them. It was one of those things, you know, where everyone takes a gift. What's it called? Like Dirty Santa, White Elephant. People call it different things. Everyone takes a different gift, and then, you know, take turns choosing things. You can steal one from another person. That's actually where I ended up getting that weird rubber hand that I used at the beginning of the last video. I think it was the last video. Anyways, at one point in the party, we were all just kind of sitting around in the living room and just kind of, you know, carrying on, etc., you know, laughing, conversating, being general happy people and whatnot. And for some reason, I had pulled in an office chair, a nice leather office chair from the adjoining room, and I was sitting in that. And I had never worn these pants anywhere before, and other people in the room had also commented that it was getting kind of hot in there. Like, even the hostess had mentioned, it's kind of hot in here, right? Like, she was gauging other people's reactions, you know, because that's what hostesses do, you know, like, is it too hot? Should I turn this up, down? People need blankets, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I also thought it was hot. And I realized that, well, to put it frankly, my butt felt warm. And I didn't think that was a good combination with sitting on this leather chair. So I also noticed that their Christmas tree wasn't fully decorated, and there was a box of ornaments on the floor next to it. And yeah, so my friend, someone else there helped me decorated. She was handing me the ornaments out of the box, and I was standing there, hanging them on the tree, one by one, with my back turned to the entire room, for a while. At one point, and I thought this was a good choice, because I was not sitting in the chair now, and things could air out, as it were, and hopefully I wouldn't be like sweating or something, like I would be in that leather chair. Anyways, so at one point I went to the bathroom, and I managed to catch a look at myself over my shoulder backwards in the mirror, and I noticed, to my horror, that there was a quite sharp and pronounced sweat stain on my butt. And I could only imagine that everyone had, I feel like it would have been impossible for people to avoid seeing while I had been standing there hanging Christmas ornaments on the tree for like at least 15 minutes. That was kind of awkward, and I couldn't like run home, even though my house wasn't that far away. I couldn't like go out the front door because everyone was pretty much gathered around it. It would have been weird to go at the back door because, my car was like 3 feet away from the front door. Anyways, I just kind of like, it wasn't, no one ever mentioned it to me. Long story short, I've never mentioned it to anyone else, and they haven't mentioned it to me. Life goes on. It was awkward for me. Hopefully it wasn't awkward for them. They didn't do anything wrong. But, yeah, that's what happened, It's their classic story of booty betrayal, I guess. I don't know if it wouldn't help, I don't think, to mention it to anyone, like, dude, that party was awesome the other day. Like, my butt was so sweaty, wasn't it, right? That was crazy. Like, no, I don't think there's no point in mentioning it, so I won't. And hopefully they don't. And hopefully, like, the worst part about that is you think that that's like who they think you of now. They think you are now the guy who had a sweaty butt at the Christmas party, right? And you just hope that you can overcome that, hopefully by doing or being a great, cool person instead of doing something worse in the future. And then that probably just makes you more awkward. So hopefully talking about this will just help me not think about it ever again, and I can just be a normal person. But I'm probably still just thinking about it way too much. Anyways, probably shouldn't have talked about it at all. Anyways, thanks for watching me draw these lines, and goodbye.